Waukegan by night. Okay. She's saying to me, "Oh, what you coming back here for?" Shit. Bowen Park. Let's see, it's fall sinking here in Bowen Park. I'm not sure yet, but I'll see. Nah, it's not really. It's not really the fall weather here yet. Sheridan Road. The fall hasn't sink in here yet. Still got green in the trees. So I'm gonna sort of shut my camera off because I'm looking for the fall weather. And it's not really fall yet. There's Sheridan Road. Indigenous person from where?
North Chicago.
North Chicago. And what's your name?
Patsy Mitchell.
Patsy.
Graduated in 1979.
Okay. And you know the winds.
I know the win.
Who you know? Who you know? Bessie?
I know Bessie Moore.
So who is this mayor of North Chicago? That Leon Rockingham.
I don't know too much about him.
Who was before him?
I think it was Johnson.
Johnson? Shirley? Some woman?
No, it was a man.
Yeah.
That's the only woman we had was Betty Thomas.
Betty Thomas?
She's still around, but she's not the mayor.
Yeah.
I think they impeached her or whatever.
Yeah.
But she was not good.
What about the Chicago coming?
Waukegan.
Not Waukegan. You know that person?
Yeah. He's
Who was
nice.
he?
He's nice. I don't see he did that much right now in Waukegan, but you know, there's a lot of political things.
Yeah.
And I've learned since I've been back here, if you're not in a clique, you don't receive anything. And I'll give you a good example of that is, I'm trying to get my grandson here some tickets to go to Universal Soul Circle.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody tell me they was free,
Okay.
but considering they don't know me,
Mm-hmm.
well, I had to pay.
They didn't put you in.
No,
Yeah.
It's not. If you're not
Yeah.
in these,
If you're not in a clique.
no, if you're not in Waukegan clique, they got
Right.
their elite people. In North Chicago,
Yeah.
they got their black elite people.
Yeah.
If you're not in their clique, you don't receive anything. You don't get the anointing.
I got you.
You don't get nothing. And that frustrated me last week because I went to everybody was telling me, oh, we got free tickets for our children. So of course I
So
go.
tell me, what was it like growing up in Waukegan, North Chicago?
North Chicago was nice for me. At that time,
Yeah.
you could leave your doors open. Grew up in North
Mm-hmm.
I could walk to Sheridan. By that time, we had prostitution banned on
22nd Street.
on Sheridan Road and 22nd
Yeah.
Street. We had a place called Mary Stack, this big old sailor town. We was a big sailor town.
Yeah, I was in the Navy once.
Yeah, I was in the Army. I'm
Yeah,
Army.
yeah.
But North Chicago was nice at the time, but like I
Mm.
said, you had to have parents, and you had to. If you didn't work at Fort Sheridan, the Great Lakes, or Downey's where I work at now, called
Yeah.
VA Medical Center, then you
Yeah.
wasn't in the clique.
Okay.
You know, North Chicago and them always had this little thing about a clique, and if you weren't
Yeah.
in the clique, to me, that's how I felt.
Yeah.
That you weren't gonna get in.
So you consider Waukegan and North Chicago went through a renaissance, a time when things was happy and things was flowing and
But you know, you always had your racism, and if you still have it going on right now.
Yeah.
They got a circle, a map. Zion has one too, where you know the elite live on Argonne Drive.
Mm-hmm.
And if you
In North Chicago, Argonne Drive,
you
right.
lived on Argonne Drive or back on some of those nice streets, then you call yourself the made it.
Okay.
If you live straight on 22nd Street,
Yeah.
something like that, you know, you supposed to be not the high class.
So you remember those spots like say what's the name, Top Hat,
Top Hat, Steele,
Steele's,
Strawberry,
what was it, some of them?
remember the hair place, the Cone?
Yeah. What about with the brothers to shop? That shop.
Oh, my
Stern.
Oh,
Yeah.
my uncle used to work there. Hold on,
Yeah.
Hold the thing.
And then somebody was telling me there was a club called Green Somebody.
See, I didn't get to go to too many clubs.
Green Somebody.
Oh, check it out. Green Briar, right off here on Green Belt.
No, but that was a place that said that used to be hang out, like the Hole in the Wall, the Oasis Club,
They
and
had all of those things.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't ever get to, my brother and them didn't allow me to hang out in none of those clubs. So
Okay.
I never hung out at parties, you know.
okay, yeah, all right. So I got some, I always want to interview someone from actually who came through the era.
I came through that area,
And,
like I said,
yeah.
we took care of each other back then. I
Yeah.
mean, when I was coming up, they still had the tab.
Right.
There was the TPs on 22nd Street.
Yeah.
There was a guy named Mr. Carter. He used to let my grandma have a tab there. Every day we go there for $5.
Yeah, yeah.
Lunch meat and stuff like
Right,
that.
right.
We don't have that type of
Yeah, yeah. So what would you say to your grandson based on what you see happening? What would you tell him?
Well, you know, I tell my grandson now that he's a prominent young black man. I'm trying to raise the best I can.
Yeah.
I want him to be good to people, and I tell him when you good to people, you see you meet those type of people. Anybody,
Right.
like I tell him, you find somebody negative, just stay away from them.
Of course, all the time.
Just stay away from them.
See, because
Everybody ain't bad.
yeah.
I tell them all the time, everybody ain't bad.
Yeah.
If you see somebody mistreat you, walk away from them. Say, you know what, I'm not gonna mess with them.
Right, right.
But,
But
I'm
you-
trying to make him like everybody. I'm
Yeah.
not to make him racist or anything. But
Like the heyday, what happened here? Like the Renaissance. What was a good time? The good time in Renaissance? The 60s?
American Motors had 15,000 people working there,
Okay.
and it was money went a long ways. We built 500,000 cars in one plant,
Okay.
1963.
So that was a hype of the city. Building cars, American Motors.
Yeah, American Motors.
Yeah.
You had American Brass. You had Peter Purse. They built fire engines.
Yeah.
That was factories, a lot of factories.
So that's what put Kenosha on the map.
Yeah, yeah. AMC put Kenosha on the map.
Okay. So this whole city has to be vital. Booming. People up and down the street, going to the theater. Is that thing they consider a theater?
That was the Orphan Theater, yeah.
So that's where people is going Saturday night.
Yeah, well, there was 3 theaters.
Uh-huh.
This run, the Lake, Kenosha. Then there was one on Roosevelt Road, the Roosevelt Theater. There was 4 or 5 theaters.
Okay, so that was a nightlight for Kenosha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the bars.
Oh, that's in the bars. Okay. All right. That's an interesting little town here. Yeah. So have you thought, would you thought you would have lived through the decline? Have you thought you will see when Kenosha begin to decline?
Well, that was when AMC
Yeah.
moved out, American Brass moved out, Peter Purse closed up.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot of factories that closed.
So that's what caused the decline. So how are they replacing it now?
A lot of warehouse jobs, and then you got Amazon's got a warehouse distribution center out on 142.
It's considered Rambler.
No, that was AMC Gremlin.
Gremlin. It was built here
Yeah, 1970.
in 1970.
Yeah.
Oh, are you work at a plant?
I worked there for 48 years.
48 years.
I worked there 41 years.
And when it closed down, that's when you left. You retired from them.
I retired there in 99.
Somebody said you all had the best barbecue.
Somebody told you the truth.
Yeah, man. The
How you
best
doing?
barbecue. I'm doing fine.
Like a sample or anything?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So it's a chicken?
We have jerk chicken, rib tips,
Yeah.
brisket, pulled pork,
Uh-huh.
wings.
No, I don't eat pork. No, I just a chicken. I want some chicken.
Sample of the jerk chicken, please.
Yeah. So when will you establish?
Antonio,
When will you establish?
he said, when did we?
So you guys originally from Kenosha?
No, sorry. We out of Zion area.
Who?
Zion.
Oh, Zion.
Started in Zion.
Oh,
Live around Lake Town.
oh,
Yes, sir.
oh. This Kenosha and the lakefront is a revitalization of the city. There's a farmer's market going on here today. It's cold there, but it's a lot of people out. And I'm standing on the track. I should not be standing here, but this is what I'm I'm seeing right here in this city, Kenosha County. There's a farmer's market here. This is Green Bay Road in Waukegan. There's a business terror fair. The city of Waukegan, more or less, they are commercial, what we call the car dealerships and strip malls in this part of the city. Not sure why it's not working at all. Camera mode. But, I'm testing it on progressive. But I can't get it to work in camera mode, so I'm not sure what it is, so I'm out here testing this thing out. See why it doesn't work, Anyway, this is Green Bay Road thoroughfare between the west side of Waukegan. It's where most of the business are. Most small towns move west, move the business west. So that's what's going on here. This is Sunset. Heading to the eastern part of the city of Waukegan. Sunset. Heading towards the lakefront. You see the lake in the distance. Oh, Sunset. Here testing his camera out. Some kind of construction going on over here. Anyway, that's old power plant in the distance there. Waukegan. It's interesting to see. This old power plant as we know it. Commonwealth Edison power plant. job one time. Leon, go up to come up with us in coal burning plant. Get a job up there. Well, this is what it looks like now. It's abandoned. I guess Trump did try to restore it. Old burning coal plant here in Waukegan. I think this one is closed down though. But anyway, this is it going towards the beach. I don't think it's open. Maybe it's open. I don't know. Seems like it is. Burning plant, dinosaur plant look like here. Coal burning plant look like here. Sheridan Road. Sheridan Road, Waukegan. Rough ass road, but I'm trying to do a little bit photo shoot here. Capture the foliage as we head towards the city of Waukegan. I'm just testing out my GH4. I'm coming from the heading south towards Waukegan, Illinois. I think I'm gonna go come up through Washington Street. I don't think I ever came this way before. I always went down through what do you call again? Through Genesis Street. But today I'm traveling down Sheridan going north. The Landmark Hotel there is in Waukegan and the lakefront down there. So I'm gonna traverse here in Washington Street and see what's in this city of Waukegan. Gradually take the corner here. As you can see, this is Waukegan here. Main Street, Waukegan. And I guess I'll go up on Genesis Street. See what's on this street. I think this is the main thoroughfare here in Waukegan called Genesis Street. This is where the College of Lake County is, and this way, I guess, what's the name? Theater. Main theater. Back in the heyday, that's what the city looks like. Jack Benny. I was told like Jack Benny's we call one of those residents from this part of this city. And this is what the theater looks like that he actually been part of. It's called Genesis Street. So I'm heading down to cross the bridge in a historical perspective of the city, which will be down here somewhere across the bridge. I'm just shooting the footage. See how well the GH4 performed in this manner. But anyway, they're trying to restore the city called Waukegan back to its heyday. Down here used to be where most of the happening stores used to be. But like every other city, they die in a sunset. And it takes a whole lot to bring them back, but this is it. Across the bridge. And I think this is the township here. They call it a township. Maybe that's where the whole city began. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna take a turn around this corner here and head back up and then out. Some of the prominent cities, street that I know of, County Street they call it. I think I'm gonna go down to McAlester, prominent part of the city. I think they're trying to restore this part of the city. It used to be one of the heyday city here in Waukegan. It's called McAlester. That's where all the happening used to be. I would say it was a renaissance, black renaissance, or black, whatever you want to call it. That's where the people used to live and used to enjoy their the neighborhood churches, neighborhood clubs. I remember one prominent one was Steel Top Hat. Used to be off of this street here. I think I'm gonna pass it up as I go through. Anyway, this is McAlester Street. McAlester. That's where everybody used to roll down in the sun rooftop, gangster lane. I guess it's a temple here. It's called Carmen Bucker Elementary School. It seems like a historical perspective of it. Got a couple stores. Yeah, here's a little place there. You won't believe it, but that's what used to be a hangout here back in the day. You know, McAlester Street. That's a brother place there. I'm from McAlester, yeah. Yeah, that's his place. This here used to be another popular street called 10th Street. It's 10th Street. I guess it was prominent because a lot of black people, black American, used to live on this street and socialize in this street. And today is quite different because, as you can see, here's a remnant of it. People still here, but they're not as affluent as it used to be. It seems like they've been lost in time. Of different activity is taking place here now too. People doing a lot of crazy stuff. But anyway, this is 10th Street in Waukegan, Illinois. This is actually Waukegan. Waukegan. Heading towards, I guess, Belvedere. I'm going home. Coming home. This is Green Bay Road, Waukegan, Illinois. Waukegan, Illinois. Traveling down Green Bay Road, heading towards Washington Street, which I'll make my turn into Washington Street, Waukegan, Illinois. I'm out here today testing out my camera, looking at the thoroughfare, the different landmarks of the city. This is the west side of the city that separate the city itself. Waukegan, Illinois. Heading to my apartment is called Briarwood. It's on Briarwood, Waukegan, Illinois. I like it because it's quiet. It's not modern, but it's it has a balcony and it has freedom, quietness. That's why I like it. Your body, you don't have to tell anyone to get out your way. Or anybody in the street smoking and drinking. People here actually friendly. And I'm driving into my driveway, heading up towards my apartment in Waukegan, Illinois. Greenbrier, Illinois. Little child pulling garbage across the street. Adult. Then take it there. Have a little child doing it. Anyway, this Greenbrier. Has a depiction of an Indian village here at the Museum here of Natural Science in Kenosha. Indian defending her territory. Depiction of the Native American here in a museum. Typical Native American village. Depicting here Native American on the prairie back in the I guess before the European enter here.
years.
6 years. So what you see in the transformation that's taking place?
Oh, I love it.
You love it?
Yeah.
I mean, I came up here by accident and I see all of this activity taking place. I'm impressed because I went into the museum and trying to find out how this place emerged as a city. And I saw a statue on the bay there, right? And I want to know who's the statue, right? It said Columbus. Well, how Columbus statue could be in Wisconsin and he went to the Caribbean? Yeah, so it's kind of strange. All right, man. All right. Well, here's what happened.
It's like the war was null and void.
So here's what he told me, right?
So-
Like I said, I don't know what political affiliation is because I'm a historian, right? You know what he said to me? And I said, Mr. Grant, I admire you, man. I know you the one and Sherman admired was the guy that changed the tide, right? But why is it that these statues there, right? So the guy turned to me and said, well, you know, there was all one tribe. And I saw a little picture in called Bowen Memorial.
It should be, yes.
Yeah.
If not,
And the guys will stop fighting and talk
Might
to
have
each
to
other.
turn the knob.
Each other, right? And then he said to me, here's what happened. He said,
yeah.
he said, the people after the war, they got back together, right? And 70 or 50 years later on, right? The daughters of this defeat force, right? Because they had no man anymore, right? Moved into the northern town, right? And they brought with their ideology, guess what? What they had left or lost back then. And then defeat the city government or put a wall over the city government. And the city government allowed them to erect, guess what? The statue that symbolized what they lost in that square. Think about it from that
Yeah.
perspective.
So,
what happened to those guys that died in vain, right?
yeah. Well, and that's just it. That happens a lot in war, and that it's like
Now let me ask you the question, right? I
Sometimes
fled
I don't
from,
know the point.
we fought in, not me, but some of my ancestors, right? Fought in World War II, right, in the Vietnam War. And what happened, right? They defeat that that tribe leader who want to enslave their tribe, right? So why is it that that guy who fought and was defeated, how come did they erect his statue in a city in Wisconsin or Illinois, which means Hitler? You understand?
yeah, and I
There was the same tribe too, right?
Yeah, you still have people that.
There was the same tribe too, right? They got back together after the war, right? But how come they erected?
There are some people that think Hitler was really great. He did organize the country and that. And in the beginning, his
Yeah.
ideas were good, but then he really went off track.
But what normally happened, here's what happened. Ultimate power do what? Corrupt.
Corrupts ultimately.
You become, guess what? You think now you're above those that, and it always intrigued me, and this is what I intrigue about, right? So I run into some African.
Yet before this evening is over, you might give me the rough.
All about? What's this about?
Oh, man.
What are you doing here?
Video, are we on?
You're on a video, man. What you doing here?
Natural.
Yeah, natural. What's going on here?
Mr. Dodge Pies,
Yeah.
born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay.
I am Dr. B.
Okay.
DJs, this is the best pie on earth.
Right.
Haven't been off earth, but on earth, we got the best pies.
Doctor.
Randy old fashioned
Yeah.
cherry, pecan, New Orleans pecan,
Okay.
sweet potato with pecan, Okinawa sweet potato, which is called the purple monster,
Okay.
and key lime.
Okay. So how did Milwaukee emerge as a city?
The whole city?
Yeah. How did it emerge?
Wait. You mean what's the birth and what's Milwaukee?
Yeah. How did
Germans.
Germans? So
That's all
what?
The beer, the Bronx.
So when would you say that there was a Renaissance in Milwaukee? What year was those?
I don't know that for sure, but I would tell you to go. There's a historical society right down
No, I'm talking from you as an indigenous.
for the indigenous.
You're indigenous. Tell me, you saw some transformation that took place, right? Yeah. You saw some transformation took place.
I have to study my history.
Yeah.
I know this stuff, but I'm a little fucked.
So what was the heyday in Milwaukee that you grew up in?
80s. My 80s.
80s. So what make it so fascinating?
So make
Because my generation is the last of the yes sir, no ma'am.
yeah.
We understand that we understand business suits and yes ma'am, no ma'am, courting a lady, asking their parents and their parents for their hand in
Yeah.
marriage. And we understand tennis shoes and we understand the new millennium. So basically, in my opinion, we have one of the best generations. So that's Generation X.
Okay, gotcha.
I would say the scenery.
Okay.
And lots of people.
Lots of people. So you're a millennium, or you consider yourself a transplant?
I don't know.
When I say transplant, you grew up here, or you came from somewhere else?
I grew up here.
So your parents transplant here.
Yeah, parents are from Laos.
Okay. So the weather attract you here to it and the people. And so so you embark in what we call a natural living by producing these or you bought them or you plant them?
We fully homegrown.
Homegrown.
Yeah, they're from Oak Creek.
Oak Creek. You actually have a farm here in Oak Creek?
Yes, the farm at Oak Creek.
Wow. So that's why you actually was attracted to this place, because you're an entrepreneur.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I like that. What? No? You don't know? Okay. Okay.
This is Washington and Green Bay intersection. Going down thoroughfare for Washington Street. This is a business district heading towards the capital of all, downtown Waukegan. Washington Park here, Roosevelt Park. I'm here to capture another episode of the waterfall here.
This is Washington Park. Waukegan is designated as a nature preserve. Washington, and Belvedere and McAllister. Right here in Waukegan. Where does this water go? This water flow under Belvedere Road through Washington Park, joining the North Branch, the Waukegan River, where it's turned east and flow toward Lake Michigan. The water that you see now is less than 1 mile from Lake Michigan. Let's look at the entire Waukegan River. The map of the left illustrates the beginning of the north branch of the origin of North York House Road and the south branch origin West Lewis Avenue. The Waukegan River has a watershed that has subject to many urban influence. These influences include routing river underground. Did you know that over 2 miles of Waukegan River has been routed underground in pipe and culverts? Unfortunately, it's true. The dash portion of the river route on the map are section of a river that flows underground. Look at the map of north and south branch of Waukegan River. Look how small reservoir section of the river is compared to the entire river. Try to visit other part of Waukegan River in the near future and compare them to what you see here. Again, this is considered part of a Waukegan River here we've seen here flowing down from this dam here in on Belvedere Street. This is the dam they're talking about that symbolize Waukegan River. This flows, like you said, out under the street and all the way. It's a nice watershed here. If you ever get a chance to come by and look at it, but it's considered Waukegan River here off of Belvedere Road. How are you? Morning. It's a waterfall flowing down here. In Waukegan. Nice shot. Waterfall, Waukegan River. Waukegan River. Those are my Olympus land. Waukegan River. We have some early morning joggers or exercise people doing their thing here on this magnificent morning. Beautiful part of nature here in Waukegan that people overlook. It's called a preserve right here off of McAllister and Belvedere. You gotta seek out the beauty of God's creation and you will see it right in our eyes. This morning I'm participating in that after the storm last night. This is what is aftermath. It's fall in Waukegan. Fall time. Look at it. Fall time. Time of fall here in Waukegan, Illinois. As you can see, the leaves are out, falling here in Waukegan, Illinois. Yes, fall. Okay, the leaves in the city are turning colors. Everything seems to be different. Kenosha waterfront. Kenosha waterfront here. It's not as rough as the south side.
No,
So why do people kill on the west south side?
because they call themselves trying to gang bang and they trying to make a rap for themselves.
So it's an underground economy? I try to figure there have to be an underground economy where they're fighting for their turf to control whatever they're controlling.
Right.
So you won't find that, so it's kind of dangerous for me to go to the south side. I could be a
But
victim.
you could be Yeah, and you just gotta, when you go, just gotta watch your surroundings and be careful.
Yeah,
Because you never know when something gonna happen.
right. So you won't find it on the west side.
You really won't find that too much on the west side.
So
Unless they bring it from the south side to the west.
so how would I know I'm in the west side?
Okay, how would you know?
What are distinctive parts on the west side that when I get off the train that I know, that I will see? That let me know I'm in the west side.
The west side is gonna be western.
Who?
Western.
Westchester.
Western.
Oh.
Like the west side, but it's western. That's be the end.
Oh, Western. Okay, I got you. I got you. So that will depict where I'm at.
As you go further, you're gonna be going on the south.
Yeah. Yeah. So okay. So you grew up there. Was there a renaissance in your time there, where everything was happy and people was happy?
Everybody was happy.
What century was that?
So much shooting on the
What century was that? Was that the 60s, 70s, 80s?
Say 80s.
The 80s? So what caused the downturn? What caused the downturn? What people changed?
They just stopped. They just started doing it.
The economy.
The economy just said forget it.
Okay, I got you. This is the town of Wadsworth, Illinois. I never knew it exists, but this is what it looks like. Small little town here. And Illinois, it's called the town of Wadsworth. I guess have some significance to it. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm passing through it. It's called Chicago Avenue. Not sure what's down here. I'm about to find out. Symbolize the town of Wadsworth. I'm not sure what's in here, but I'm about to find out. Church again. Never knew it exists, but again, those are things you find out. Traverse these areas. A lot of little hidden gem that kept from the people. In Wadsworth. Yes, This little town of Wadsworth, coming through it, went across the railroad track here, like most city in the United States of America, started by the railroad track. Canoe launch. I'm not sure what I mean, but this is where the preserve start. Okay, I guess that's where it started. Waukegan River begin right here in Wadsworth, Illinois. From here it traveled all the way down to York House Road, finally find itself all the way down to Roosevelt Park there in Waukegan. So here's the beginning of the Waukegan River. Beginning of the Waukegan River, called the Wadsworth Preserve. As you can see, the stream is moving south. This body of water keep going south until it connect to the other bodies of water off of York House Road, and then finally Yeoman, and finally find itself down to Roosevelt Park in off of Belvedere Road in Waukegan, Illinois. Again, this is a Wadsworth Preserve, body of water that runs from here all the way down. Wadsworth city here in Illinois. This is the Des Plaines River. That's where it begins, from the Des Plaines River, empty out into the Waukegan harbor. Des Plaines River. It's a bridge that separates them here. Right here. Des Plaines River here off of the city of Wadsworth Road. Des Plaines River. It's nature's preserve here in Wadsworth. A tribute off of the natural habitat being protected here in Wadsworth area. Yes, I'm heading to Uptown. So I'm heading uptown. Kenosha. They call it the hood of Kenosha, but it has some significant part that actually happened here in this city. But I'm kind of like going through it because the amenities are still here. Even the people who wants to live here change hand. The city still have a significant beauty to it. So
That's what I look for in any thoroughfare of cities. I'm looking for what was there historically, and that's what I'm doing today, really. Yeah, they said this was the hood, but the hood is what you make it. I don't make it a hood today because I'm capturing the historical part of it. Something was distinctive about it in the heyday. Time may have changed, but it's still distinctive. Kenosha.
Months. I round up. Hope that's okay. But I come to you today to have a good time, but also to speak to the fact that the way that Kush does this work, we do it through task force. We do it through groups. We do it through lobbying at City Hall, pushing for different policies at the county level, pushing for more money into addiction and recovery, pushing for opportunities for those who have made some poor choices to actually come back and be better, whether they go into a facility or not. Part of my
That's interesting. You know that? Never seen it before. No. It's a beach. A little rough today. That's what the beach looked like. Some of the replica on the beach like that cannon over there in the grounds here at Ekman Park. This Ekman Park in Kenosha, Wisconsin, while exploring for the day. Name?
Stephanie.
Stephanie? How old are you?
12.
Wow, man, you guys awesome. Beauty. All right.
County owns the property, and then a group of volunteers maintain the building.
Oh, now I can see why it's
The church, the chapel, is an Episcopalian church.
uh-huh.
So
It looks like something out of old time.
Where's it at? Where's that at?
All the way down past this building. You can't miss it.
Oh, it's an epistle. Yeah.
So their pews are this way, and then
Oh.
all of it faces each other, and then the altar.
Oh.
Get married with anybody can bring in their own officiant.
Okay, so really, in a sense, back in 1865, that was the purpose of it. Now it actually was saved.
No, it was a girls' school back then.
Yeah, but now, man, congratulations. Oh, you the groom? Congratulations, man. Where's the bride? She's hidden? Okay. Okay, man. There's a marina in the distance, Kenosha Marina. And that's a look at the Kaiser. What attracted me to is this building that was built in 1865 for a girls' home there in Kenosha.
90+% of the people who are incarcerated here in the state are coming home. So the people who are currently incarcerated are soon to be your neighbors. Is something we need to pay attention to. The fact that there are 20,000+ people in prisons here in Wisconsin and 60,000+ people on parole and probation means there are 3 times as many people that the DOC has to oversee. And yet, the bulk of the budget, the bulk of the focus, the bulk of the resources goes.
They have a festival here in the park honoring, I'm not sure, it's on 60th and 7th Avenue in Kenosha. This building was built in 1865 to actually house girls from what age to whatever, I'm not sure, but that's what it was built for. So I'm not sure if it's serving the same purpose. It's serving the same purpose as it did in 1865? I'm not sure. You're not sure?
There's a worker inside it.
Oh, inside there?
Yeah.
Okay. Name?
Stephanie.
Stephanie? How old are you?
12.
Wow, man, you guys awesome. Beauty. All right. Kenosha Beach today is a rough day. I'm in front of Kaisha Boys Home here in Kenosha. As you can see, the ocean is rough today. Not an ocean, but a lake. Traveling down Base Boulevard in Kenosha. It seems like it's a significant part of Kenosha. It's called Base Boulevard. So I'm kind of like traversing through it, capturing the historical perspective of it. I guess it's historical. Base Boulevard, Kenosha.
Bays Boulevard, Kenosha. Seems like this is where most of the brothers live, on this avenue. Like this where the brothers live, on Bays Boulevard in Kenosha. Bays Boulevard, Kenosha.